scared of you motherfuckers.
Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And as you guys can see, we got 30 seconds until the PlayStation 5. Well, PlayStation is gonna reveal their PlayStation 5 Pro. So we're only like a few seconds in, and then we'll see what this thing's gonna look like. Hopefully, I think they said they're gonna tell us how much it's gonna cost. I think there's people who've been showcasing what it actually looks like. So I think we already seen what it looks like. I don't know, unless people are just like pretending what they know what it looks like. But here we go.
Hi, I'm Mark.
All right, here we go.
I'm excited to be here to talk about the newest addition to our console lineup, PlayStation 5 Pro, and how it advances gaming.
PS5 Pro. It's been a while. Like honestly, it's been a while.
And how it delivers.
Because we had the Slim. The Slim came out first, and then now we're gonna be getting the PlayStation 5 Pro, which is interesting.
8 Zen 2 CPU cores form the brains of PlayStation 5 and enable high-speed complex gameplay, with character counts reaching into the hundreds and frame rates that can be as high as
Borderlands. That's crazy. They're showcasing Borderlands.
PS5 has a powerful RDNA 2 GPU, which can render anything from intricate details to fantastic worlds with vast panoramas to explore. Ray tracing allows for dramatic visual reflections off of water or glass, and the realism that comes from real-time global illumination.
Avatar.
Custom SSD can load data at
Bro, I need to play this game, Ratchet and Clank. I need to play that game. Heard the game was really good.
And data streaming rates so
but when that game came out, it took me a long time to get my PS5. It took me a long time.
Tempest 3D audio tech brings an unparalleled sense of immersion to the sound of the games. With audio so real, you may not even need to see the enemies.
Oh, I need to finish this game.
Finally, the DualSense controller has haptics that let you feel through your hands what your character is experiencing inside the game. It's wonderful to see such variety and richness of game experiences. Creators have made amazing use of the hardware capabilities, but when I talk to them, I do hear about their desire for more graphics performance. The dreams of the developers are bigger than can be supported at 60 frames per second, and that leads to an aspect of modern gaming that we're all familiar with: graphics modes.
Graphics mode.
Difficult choice.
Okay.
Fidelity modes emphasize.
It's kind of weird because most games gave you the option to choose which one you prefer. Do you prefer fidelity or do you prefer performance?
But the games only run at 30 frames per second. The visuals can be choppier and the controls less responsive. Performance modes emphasize frame rate and interactivity, typically choosing to run at 60 frames per second, mainly by reducing the graphical detail until those frame rates can be achieved. When asked to decide,
it's kind of weird because I'm not the type of person that really knows the difference between graphics. I think everything looks the same, but
that divide is one of the key targets.
I don't know. I'm not like a tech head by any means, though.
The graphics that the game creators aspire to, at the high frame rates that players typically prefer. To do that, PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the big 3.
Larger GPU?
First, we made the GPU
interesting.
much larger and increased the speed of the memory it uses. The result is rendering that's up to 45% faster. Second, we made major upgrades to the ray tracing, taking a streamlined and accelerated approach that allows calculation of the rays at double or even triple the speeds of PlayStation 5. And finally, we added custom hardware for machine learning and an AI library called PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution.
PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution? PSSR? Okay.
And can add an extraordinary amount of detail, which boosts the effective resolution of the games. Game creators are adding PS5 Pro support to new and existing titles, and with the big 3 involved, the results can be pretty amazing. With graphics showing something like fidelity levels of detail, but it doubled the frame rate. Here's The Last of Us Part 2 running on PS5 Pro.
I figures they're gonna show The Last of Us on PS5 Pro.
Smooth 60 frames
Figures.
per second. Let's compare this to the fidelity mode on PS5, which is only running at 30 frames per second and is therefore much choppier.
Wow.
This goal of delivering
Bro, actually looks really good.
graphics,
Well, especially on fidelity, it's kind of crazy.
For a broad set of titles, including Marvel's Spider-Man 2 and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. We can see
and this is on fidelity. This is kind of crazy. The Pro actually looks really good.
Another
What
way
the
to
hell?
compare the two consoles is to look at PS5 Pro versus Performance mode on PS5, both of which target 60 frames per second. What we see here is a difference.
All right, let's
in
see
detail.
performance.
PS5 Pro is much sharper and crisper than PS5. For this, my favorite is the parade scene from Ratchet and Clank. Distant details are much clearer. And here we can see Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is noticeably higher resolution throughout the scene, including the trees and procedural cars.
Wow.
So overall,
Okay, that's kind of stuff I saw. That kind of stuff I saw.
You can see increased sharpness to the graphics or smoother and more responsive gameplay. This is the big three showing their value. As you've been seeing, machine learning via the PSSR library is being used quite broadly to add pixel detail and boost frame rate. But there are as many approaches as there are game engines. The increase in raw GPU power is being especially effective for Horizon Forbidden West.
Can we talk about the size, the storage space, please?
To lighting and visual effects.
I don't know why it's always been a thing for PlayStation. Always give us like 500 like
Open up, guys.
storage with the base console, which Xbox always gives them like 1 terabyte. Like, come on now.
Finding broad usage as well,
So sad.
particularly when the games are focused on higher frame rates. The faster hardware in PS5 Pro can make a real difference. Allowing Gran Turismo 7 to add ray-traced reflections between the cars in gameplay, while continuing to support their targeted 60 frames per second. That boost in ray tracing is also delivering big...
Was that Thunderbird I saw?
Allowing not only for better reflections and a greater variety of reflective surfaces, but also for further realism in the casting of shadows.
I need to go back to Hogwarts. I need to go back to that game.
PlayStation 5 Pro. Simply put, it's the most powerful console we've ever built, and a worthy addition to the PS5 family. Let me wrap this up by giving you a quick look at a number of games running on the new console. You'll never
Oh, so the leaked images were true. So this is what the PS5 Pro actually looks like. It's not a bad design, to be honest. It's really not a bad design. Dang. Really clear, really sharp. That looks really good. Final Fantasy. Hell yeah. Horizon.
Close your eyes. It'll be worth it.
Last of Us. Is that Demon Souls?
Did I do it? What is this? What's with all the neon?
Ha! The First Ascended. Wow, I'm actually surprised they showcased the First Ascended. That's kind of insane. November 7th was $700? $700? I mean, I understand. I'm like, for me personally, I'm like, I get it. You know, I get it. But $700? Oh my, oof, oof! I felt my heart skip like multiple beats, man. Holy mackerel! $700 is absolutely insane. But I guess that kind of makes sense because they're adding a little bit more stuff. But technically, it's like three things that they're pretty much just adding the into the console. Storage is still gonna. I don't know what the storage size is going to be. Is it still going to be the same size? Is it still going to be 500? Because if it is, that means we're still forced into buying more storage. So we will have to go and buy more storage. But I guess the leak, I guess what everybody was posting, I don't know if it was leaked, but apparently what people were posting about the actual look of the console was true. I guess the actual design was true. So, I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. I mean, if you want me to be completely honest, I think it looks perfectly fine. I think some people might say it's like the most ugliest thing, but honestly, it doesn't look that bad. It kind of makes sense that they were going to do something like this, like that, just because obviously if you see the regular PS5, you guys know, and if you saw the slim one, you kind of know where they were kind of going with this, but especially with the design. But honestly, like I said, it doesn't look bad at all. But wow, holy mackerel, dude! Like, sheesh, 700. Wow, wow. Because the regular one was when the regular one first came out. I think the regular PS5 when that one first came out. I think that one was. How much was that one? I think that one was like 600. I think that one was 600. So they're basically going up from 600 to 700 for the Pro. So like I said, I get it because with the three things that they just talked about, it kind of makes sense because obviously you kind of they put a lot of new technology into the PS5s to make it stronger and perform better. So it kind of makes sense that they were going to charge an extra 100 more, but it's kind of insane though. But that still kind of leaves with Xbox. It's like, man, like how much Xbox is going to charge? Because when Xbox released their first, like their console, which is their stuff was a lot cheaper compared to Sony's. So, but they still didn't outsell Sony when it comes to consoles. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when Xbox actually showcases their Pro. Hopefully, maybe one day. I don't know. Do Xbox actually do Pros? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. I'm not really an Xbox head, so I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But honestly, if you guys ask me personally, is this something that I will go on my way to get? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. It's like it's a 50-50 because to be fair, I'm not the type of person to go out and get pro pro versions of consoles. I kind of just stick with just the default, just kind of like buy the console once and that's pretty much it. I don't go out and buy pros. I don't think I've actually bought a pro version of any console. I've always had the default. PlayStation 3, I had a default. PlayStation 4, I had the default too. My Xbox default. Yeah, I never really bought a pro edition. Never. Come to think about it, I never bought it because one, like legit, I never had any issues with the default one. Never. I never had an issue with the default one. There's been multiple times I wanted to buy a pro console, but I just really didn't see a reason to really get one. Especially the fact that if I didn't have any issues with my current one, I just never really saw an issue. I was like, there's really no reason for me to go out and just like get one, you know what I'm saying? So, but this one looks nice. I mean, honestly, if I decide to go and get one, I'll probably just end up like giving giving this PS5 to my sister and whatnot, and then I'll just keep the Pro one for myself. Who knows? We'll see. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's my opinion about the PlayStation 5 Pro. I just hope they also increase the memory space, like the storage for the PS5 Pro, because dude, I hope they don't keep it at 500. I hope they increase it to at least like 1 terabyte. I think that would be really nice. But if they don't, it is what it is. But I'm hoping, I'm praying. But anyways, guys, that's my thoughts, opinions about the PlayStation 5 Pro. $700 if you want one. All right. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Let me know in the comment section, guys, down below what you guys thought about the PlayStation 5 Pro. Will you be going out to get one yourself, or are you going to hold off on it? But anyways, guys, my name is Ghost, talking about the PS5 Pro. Signing off. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you guys are new. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace, guys.